What's up everybody, Peter McKinnon here and welcome back to yet another vlog tutorial episode. I don't really know what this is, kind of just like a hybrid fun time that we're gonna have together. I've been meaning to make this video for so long now. I'm super excited about it because it's like when you have an idea and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll put that at the top of my list and then, you know, weeks and weeks go by and you're like, no, I'm gonna do it. I should probably do that. Like, nah, it finally happened. I was finally able to do it and hook up with the person that I needed to make this happen, to bring it to you, and I'm super excited. So I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. I've always wanted to make a sound pack. And for those of you who watch this channel and know me, you know I'm obsessed with sound effects. I love sound effects, I love sound design, I love using them in my vlogs, in my cinematic sequences, just in tutorials, just anything at all that I can use to enhance my video, be it that's some kind of a sound effect or undertone or atmospheric undertone, a hit, an impact, a whoosh, a swoosh, a pop, a whip, anything. I love them. I have a huge library of sounds and there's so many great ones out there. But going off the fact that I love making the sounds myself sometimes, recently I've just been recording a lot of random noises into my phone and using those, but the audio wasn't exactly how I wanted it. I wanted to be able to record sounds, then have someone who knows what they're doing digitally master and enhance those sounds, tweak them, warp them into actual sound effects people could use in their videos. That is what I did. I'm so excited. So I met up with Andrew Huang, who is an incredible YouTuber who makes movies about music and makes music videos, and he's super talented. I can't speak highly enough about the guy, but he was the one that I wanted to record this with and use his skills to digitally master and warp these files into things that we could all use in our videos, and it happened. I now have an official sound pack with 50 sounds, whooshes, swooshes, impacts, sub drops, helicopters, Arctic wind, you name it, and every single sound that you hear came from my mouth. Here's a super fast example of a bunch of them just thrown onto the timeline. That all came from me. Instead of just making this the video and being like, okay, see you later, hope you guys enjoy it, link below. I filmed a little bit of like the BTS of Andrew and I actually making the sounds so that we can bring you guys into the studio and you can watch me make ridiculous noises and spit into a microphone until we found something that was useful, and then watch Andrew actually manipulate these sounds and make them into the sound pack that is now available today. Like as a quick example, like look at this. You take a drone shot, right? You drop it on the timeline, you might have some music, looks like this. That's cool, but then you throw some Arctic wind in that to kind of match the actual atmosphere of the drone shot. Looks a lot better. Why don't we throw a chopper sound in there so that that drone actually sounds like a helicopter flying? Not bad. Let's throw a hit at the beginning so that we have some kind of an impact when the actual shot opens. Now let's double up that hit and add another like gas seeping hit when that shot opens, and now it looks like this. Now you have like a full, complete shot that just feels way more involved and full than if you just had some random music behind it. And all those sounds you heard came from my mouth. I can't even believe it. All right, check out the behind the scenes. Here you go.
What's up?
Please state your name for the record.
I'm Andrew Huang.
What do you do for a living?
I make a bunch of weird music and videos about music.
I love it. You're on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube all day.
Right there, a little sound pop. So when I thought it's time to talk about audio and sound effects and make my own sound effects, because you guys know I love making sound effects, who better than to help me with this project than the man himself? So Andrew agreed to help me record all of my sound effects, like not all of them, because let's be honest, like there's some ridiculous ones, but most of them so that I can actually turn them into usable sounds in your videos to like, you know, help with sound effects, whooshes, swooshes. Do you think it's actually possible? Like, will people be able to use these?
Oh yeah, totally. Peter was doing this helicopter at lunch. It's like, that just sounds like a small helicopter is sitting across from me at lunch. Yeah, I think these will be great.
Okay, so the plan is he's gonna hook up this I don't even know what I'm pointing at. By the way, this looks like the International Space Station. There are so many dials, and part of me just wants to run and twist all of them. And then I don't know what would happen. Maybe something awesome. Probably not. But he's going to set me up on this mic, and it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to look ridiculous. But this is kind of like the behind-the-scenes look of how we recorded this sound pack that I'm going to link below, and I'm super pumped. So I'm also like a little embarrassed because it's just kind of weird to sit in front of a microphone and like make sounds and just like spit into it
Just
and
be like,
yeah, it's weird. Like, do you ever feel because you sing into a microphone? That's my worst nightmare. Like,
Right.
I would never.
I mean, yeah, that takes getting used to, I guess. But no, at this point, it's fine. I think, though, sound effects are kind of weirder, right? Like,
Definitely.
lots of people sing. Not everyone
Just makes
goes
weird noise.
while they're filming.
Yeah. That's the thing. He was laughing at me earlier because I was shooting B-roll, and like while I'm shooting like I don't know, like what I want to be a transition in post, I'll be like, shoo. It just helps. It helps when I'm shooting to make the sounds that I want to use in post. So I don't know. I'm sure you guys do it too. But let's get these mics on. Check out a little bit of the studio. I'll show you right now. Cue the 120. Let's go. So what do I do? Do I just...
Yeah, get right in that mic, couple inches away, and let's just do a couple test ones to get the levels. And
yeah, this is so stupid. I can't.
Give me, like, what's your loudest sound effect gonna be?
Maybe like a... That'd probably be a loud one. I felt that one. Yeah. Love it. I use those a lot, like a little like whip. Like I have one that sounds just like someone's like got a belt on a piece of vinyl and like ripped it back, and it's like, and it sounds like pretty interesting, or like something flies by real fast.
Yeah.
You're throwing something, yeah. No. Oh, guys, I'm gonna pass out. Literally, I was just doing like an atmospheric wind sound, and then we just got into like a fight scene, and I'm feeling a little winded. It was pretty good though, right?
It was pretty intense. You're just like making wind, like for 30 seconds, I feel like, just going.
Oh, this is hard work. Woo! Okay, we'll be back in a minute. All right, so punch sounds and like a fight scene.
Sounds. I'm rolling.
Okay. I'm gonna pass out.
You're like actually putting in the energy to fight a guy, right?
I know, man. I'm so out of shape. How long was that? Like 20 minutes?
I actually I could pull it up right here.
You could, couldn't you? It's on the timeline.
Yo, 17 minutes.
17 minutes. How did I do?
Not bad. Great. I could not make some of those sounds. I was impressed. A solid whoosh is just like so useful and like such a fun effect. My favorite sound to watch you do was filling up a glass of water. There's I can't even do it. And then the fight stuff is fun.
Like, what is the process now? Like, what do we do now?
So there's like a few steps to editing this. We're gonna chop down to just the useful noises. We're gonna take out anything that we don't want, and then we'll be left with, I don't know, I'm gonna estimate like 30 to 40 really solid sounds that we'll maybe whittle down to, because maybe you don't want like 10 very similar whooshes.
Yeah.
And then we'll also try some stuff where we process the sounds, maybe speed them up, slow them down, put some different effects on them, and just see how much we can twist them, make them really cool. But a lot of these will just work kind of raw too. So.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
But before we do any of that, yes. All right, little update. We're still at it.
We're doing just basic effects, but using them like with pretty extreme settings. So it's equalization, that's like increasing bass or treble, or reducing bass and treble, and then reverb, just like adding echoes to these sounds to get them real epic. Like for example, which I don't even know if it's gonna come through on this.
Yeah, I know. I
this
can play it
camera,
in
but
the vlog itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you know.
That came from me. That came from in here. And then play the wind. Play the wind.
The wind.
Little
the wind
Arctic
right
wind
here.
action. That's almost like no effects added either. Like it's maybe a little bit of an echo, but that was just straight up me.
Yeah.
Wind. How awesome is
So
this?
good.
This is the best day ever.
It's so windy.
Yeah, let that payoff hang for like 5 to 10 seconds so that like whatever slow-mo clip would be coming at the end there would have time to like play out. So like the real time to slow-mo, that hit happens, and then the footage, whatever people are shooting, gets to play out over that like tail hang.
That was cool.
Dude, that's amazing. Okay,
You're a good producer. I wouldn't have quite gone there without you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's huge.
Love it. Still going. We're on to sub drops now, making like big, gnarly bass hits to sound like a nuke just went off like 20 miles. Just boom, like super low, super awesome. Begin like a dope trailer with like your best drone shot with one of these. Woo-hoo. So good. Pro tip from Andrew.
Yeah, so we're getting into some sub frequencies here, and if you've got like some headphones or some nice monitors, that is the way you should be experiencing these sounds. If you're just listening to it on your laptop, you're gonna like miss out on the impact of some of the like of this room shaking, thunderous bass, and those pops. I mean, those are way better in headphones.
So that's a problem. Oh, should we tell them about?
Yeah. Why don't we tell them about the coffee idea?
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, Andrew has this. Was it a series that you have?
I mean, I just do it a lot. Yeah, I make music with weird sounds.
Super cool. So like he'll go to like New York City, meet up with like Sam Sheffer and make music with boosted boards. Like, and I'll insert a clip here. The first time I saw that, I was like, oh, guys, music with coffee. So
yeah. We're gonna make it happen.
It's coming
as soon as we can, really.
Yeah,
Like,
we're looking at
stay
dates
tuned.
now, but it's gonna be incredible. He's gonna come to my place. I'm gonna come back here. Look for that video coming soon. Super pumped on that. But yeah, right when I saw that whole series, even I don't know, he doesn't call it a series, but it's a series. But the second I saw that, I was like, this has to happen. Reached out on Twitter, and the first time we met, the first time we actually shook hands was on stage
At Buffer Festival.
when I was handing you an award.
It was a great little moment. But yeah, no, I haven't seen you since then.
No, and I think you even said to me when you were like, you walked up on stage and you were like, yo, man, like, what's up? We should hang out soon. And I was like, yeah, here's your award. Like, say
now
something.
I have to give a little speech or something. Bye, Peter.
Super cool. So, man, guys, I had the most fun here. This is like, I want a sound studio. This was absolutely incredible.
It's just like a little playground for
So
audio. This is, I love being here every day, doing what I do.
All right, it's time to go. I've taken up enough of this guy's time. Thanks again, man.
Thanks for coming over.
So amazing.
Oh,
Loved it.
see you soon.
Okay, bye.
So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the behind the scenes. It was super fun to make, both in editing the behind the scenes and actually making the sounds. Special thank you to Andrew. He's an incredible person. I couldn't have done this without him, so please go give him some love. Check out his channel. Tell him I sent you. Say hello. I've left his links below, and at the end, you'll see his little subscribe card. The dude is amazing, and he is in part why we will now all benefit from these sound effects, should you choose to go pick them up. If you do, I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. I've left the link below. They're in my digital store where you can also find my LUTs and presets. But guys, that is it. I'm super excited. So hit that like button if you like this video. Smash it, 2018 style. Subscribe if you aren't already. And I will see you in the next video, which will be Monday. Peace.